Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3, the brand new mini Star Wars season that we are getting that's going to last about 35 days, is exactly 2 weeks away at the day that this is being uploaded, and we're already starting to get a good amount of teasers, slight teasers, not official ones, from Fortnite themselves. Now, if you guys did watch my video from about 2 days ago, you guys would know that tomorrow on the 19th, on Saturday, at about noon Eastern time, I believe is when they said there's going to be a new announcement. I believe this is probably going to be the announcement of the brand new season being Star Wars themed from Fortnite and Star Wars themselves. It's like this summit, like, presentation that's going on in Japan, and they're going to announce it there. Of course, Fortnite has been very avid in promoting this, but yesterday they also gave us another slight teaser where they put Chewbacca in the item shop. Now, of course, this is obviously just, a teaser towards them, doing this and to promote the presentation that's happening tomorrow, but there was also a bit of interesting things used in this promotional image right here. As you guys can see, we have some interesting spacecraft in the bottom left here that are obviously from Star Wars. We have the X-Wing, we have the Death Star, or a Death-like fighter looking thing, and then we also have the TIE fighter as well, which of course, these have never been in Fortnite before, and a lot of people could argue that this is just for, aesthetics and for the promotional image, but Fortnite really doesn't do things like these, like create stuff like this without having a specific purpose behind it. And especially with them about to have a big announcement, is what they said, a really big, something they're announcing at this presentation. I think this is definitely a hint towards something. In particular, a lot of people have said it'd be awesome if we got something like Air Royale, where we would fight as planes, but with, X-Wings and, the TIE fighter and the Death Star, things like that, with Star Wars themed planes and, jets and things like that. I brought that up in many of my previous videos talking about this when it was first coming out and being talked about that we could be getting this season. I think that would be really, really popular. I specifically said that I wanted them to just have them on the Battle Royale map, but having them as an LTM would be really, really cool as well, especially if you're not just on a map, you're actually in space. I think that would be very, very popular. But then also in the top right of this image right here, we also have some Star Wars language, and a lot of people were confused about this, but it was eventually translated into Galactic Battle, which a lot of people are saying could be the new Star Wars, name for this season. It could be the title of this season. As you guys know, every single season in Fortnite has its own promotional title or name. Like Season 2 is Lawless. The next one could be Galactic Battle. And as you guys know, the Death Star is supposedly going to start showing up in the sky at some point during this season, towards the end. So maybe we will be fighting against Darth Vader, which could mean that we're getting a new Darth Vader skin as well. Now, this next one is particularly interesting because it gives us a direct relation to what we could be seeing inside of Fortnite in this brand new season. So as you guys know, after you get out of games or after you get out of something in Fortnite, come back to the lobby from the item shop, sometimes they'll have those little in-game surveys where it'll be how do you feel about this being in Fortnite? Is this too hard to use? Is it too easy to use? What do you like the most about this? I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen that in game, and another one popped up yesterday as well after all this came out, and it included something called a Star Destroyer bombardment, which I don't know about you guys, but that kind of gives us a direct relation to, Star Wars. I mean, Star Destroyer bombardment. That just sounds like something from Star Wars to me, and I think that this definitely is going to play a part in the upcoming Star Wars season. Unfortunately, we really do not know what this is going to do. It's going to be a gameplay feature in some way, but we don't really know exactly what it is or what it's going to look like in game. Could also be something that has to do with an LTM and not necessarily the Star Wars season itself. We will just have to wait and see on that. But other than that, you guys, that's about everything that we got yesterday. We got a lot of stuff teasing this brand new season that's coming out in 2 weeks. We're getting a lot of information about it, and I feel like Season 2 is kind of overcast by this Star Wars mini season. But let me know what you guys think about all this new information down below. Are you guys excited? Let me know. Drop a like on today's video. You watched all the way to the end. You must have enjoyed, so drop a like. Subscribe to the channel. I make videos like these every single day. Use code PROZEROYT to help support me, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.